Good afternoon and welcome then to Rovers TV, here bringing you live and exclusive audio commentary for the top of the table meeting between Featherstone Rovers and the boys from across the channel, Toulouse Olympique. This is going to be an absolute humdinger, and I could think of nobody better at the side of me, co-commentating today, and back in the chair. He's always welcome, he knows this, is my good friend and yours, Thomas Mims, on the inside of me. Not on the outside today, Tom, but definitely on the inside. As a Rovers fans applaud the boys just going off after their warm-up. Tom, how are we doing? Good to see you, mate. How's things?
Good to see you, Pete. Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. Looking forward to this. It's going to be an absolute cracker. Top two teams at the moment, so this is going to probably be the game of the season for me. These are the games as a player that you want to play in as well, so I'm a bit gutted to be sat up here. No offence to you, Pete, but I'd rather be on that pitch today.
Well, Tom, I know exactly what you mean, mate, and I would rather you be on that pitch. I think you know that. I think it goes without saying, as a player, mate, what it is and everything else, mate. But I'm so glad to see you back up and about, mate, and glad that you're here. Right, we'll go through the teams today then as we have it. Featherstone Rovers will line up at full-back with Will Dagger. Then on the wing will be Gareth Gale. His centre partner today will be Chris Wellham, and the other centre will be ever-present Josh Hardcastle. Craig Hall takes up the other wing berth. Into the standoff position, welcome return for Tom Holmes, and he will partner at scrum half New Brown. Craig Kotchak makes his return at prop. Connor Jones at hooker making his return, and James Lockwood, captain incredible, makes up the front row. Brett Ferris and Frankie Alton bringing the second rows nice and tight together, and they'll be tied up by Luke Cooper and Junior Moores will all come off the subs bench at some stage. Looking at Toulouse, they go with Mark Corellia, Latrell Shaquel, Junior Viavai, Matthew Jussom, Jai Hitchcox, Tony Gigo, Jonathan Ford, Harrison Hansen, Lloyd White, Rema Caste, Dom Peru, Andrew Dixon and Anthony Marion will tie up the scrum. Off the subs bench today for Toulouse, Eloy Pelissier, Mitch Garbett, Justin Sanguer and Joseph Paolo. Well, history between these two. Played 13 games. Featherstone have won 6. They've lost 7. Although they have amassed 414 points and conceded 298. Last games then, Bradford had Feathers. Well, we went to Bradford and we beat Bradford 36-30. Giving us a 13 from 13 on the run victories. Batley welcomed Toulouse on their last game, and Toulouse ran out 32 points to 12 winners. The last time that these two met, we have to go back to the 29th of September 2019. It was in Toulouse, it was in the playoff semi-final, and it saw Toulouse 12, Featherstone 36. John Davis that day, Mr. Versatile again, man in the match performance, with 2 tries. This is where it counts. Something has got to give today. Don't get me wrong, nothing will really be decided in the long run of things today. However, this will be the team that gets the win today will have the upper hand and the advantage going forward as we build towards the playoffs and all the excitement that will bring. Last week showed that the Rovers are a team that do not know when to give in, and they won't accept defeat under any circumstances, as showed against a very, very challenging Bradford outfit and a very, very challenging Bradford pitch. That to say, you know, different circumstances, we would probably be top of the league. But with COVID and everything that's gone on and the way that the league has been structured and revised, and it now goes on games played and points aggregate, which makes us number 2 in the league. So, you know, it's all to play for. Toulouse know that they're going to have to do something really special here today to remain unbeaten. But for Rovers, you know, nothing but a win is what James Webster will have ordered. Jumping back to our guest commentator today, Tom. Tom, you'll have been around the boys, you'll have been on the WhatsApp groups, you'll have been in conversations with the guys. What's the mood like in the camp?
Yeah, it's really good. It's like I said before, then Pete, these are the games that you want to play in. So everyone who is playing today will take that opportunity with both hands, I'm sure, and they'll do their utmost best to get the best possible outcome.
And is it, you know, how much of the, you know, have the lads played a lot of emphasis just on this one game, or have we looked at, like, you know, because speaking to James Webster, as I have done throughout the season, and you guys, of course, yourself, you know, we've always said it's a longer, it's not a sprint, it's the marathon, isn't it, that we're in?
That's it. With every game we've played this year, we've always looked at the end goal. It's not every team that we play week in, week out, we approach the exactly same as if we'd be approaching a bottom table team. We'd approach them the exactly same way we're approaching Toulouse today. So for me, I can't wait to watch this game. These are the games that you want to play, you want to be part of, and I believe it's going to be a tight game. But with the mentality that our group have at the moment and the work rate for each other, I think we'll edge the victory here today. Toulouse haven't played in 3 weeks, is it?
3 weeks, yeah, 3 weeks since I last played, yeah.
And that's not what you want to go into a big game. You want that consistency. The game against Bradford last week, yeah, we got rid of a couple of errors and little things like that you pick on over the game. So I'm looking forward to watching this game today, and I wish I was out on that pitch.
Well, you are joining us live from the Millennium Stadium. I know we've got listeners tuning in from here, there and everywhere.
There's even Superman and Hulk on the roof of one house down there.
Oh, yeah, Superman has flown in. I think he might be a Ninja Turtle that we've got up there, and whatever else. I've seen fans with St. Helens shirts on. I've seen fans with Wakefield shirts on. I've seen fans with York shirts, Leeds Rhino shirts as well. And why not, for what is going to be a top of the table clash, and it's going to be an absolutely fantastic occasion here at the Millennium, and it's going to be an humdinger. I can't, you know, in the build up to this week, Mimsy, I've been sat and I've been thinking, which way is it going to go? Last night I was like, really, you know, it was like waiting for Christmas. I was waiting for Santa to bring me kick-off. So I can't imagine what it's going to be like for the boys that's playing today. You know, Gareth Gale, 25 so far this season. Craig Hall, 16 tries. New Brown, 14 tries. And Parada, again, 10 tries. And those first three, Gale, Hall and Brown, lead the actual league in try-scoring positions. It's nice to have a 1, 2, 3 as the teams enter the arena then. Ready for this. Featherstone in our blue and white stripes. Butcher stripes, as it's known, and Toulouse in their light blue and white, well, white with predominantly light blue flash tops, white shorts. Rovers line up, as always, is the RFL protocol. The referee today is Jack Smith. Jack is from Wigan, refereeing since 2015. This is his 12th game that he will have taken charge of Featherstone, and on average, he gives away 15 penalties. Returning today then, as I've said, we've got Tom Holmes, Dean Parada, Craig Kopchak, Junior Moores and Will Dagger, of course. We'll now observe the stand against discrimination in all forms, racism, etc. as part of the Kick It Out campaign.
Jai Cox there playing for Toulouse. He used to play over in 2015, I believe. Did Jai?
Yeah, he did.
He was my winger for the year.
Yeah, 2015.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. We've also got Dean Parada lining up today for Featherstone, and obviously he was at Toulouse. And also another little name that you'll remember quite well, Tom, is the little man himself, our Louis Geoffrey. And Louis obviously played at Featherstone, played at Toulouse. He's now applying his trade. I think he's up at Barrow, isn't he, last time I heard? But
not too sure.
Somebody wants to confirm that. So we're close to kick-off then, and it is Toulouse that will get us underway. Featherstone will defend the Post Office Road end, and the ball is kicked deep. That goes into the hands of Gareth Gale. It's game on here. Let the battle begin. And Craig Kopchak to the fore with the first drive of the afternoon. Connor Jones then trying to speed up the ruck play as Lockwood comes in, takes his drive this afternoon, getting us up to the 20-metre mark. Connor Jones finds Ferris, wanting recipient on the outside, and Ferris just happy to take the tackle from Gigo and Jassam there before the ball finds its way into the hands of Craig Kopchak. Craig Kopchak looking to offload that. So Craig Hall on the outside, but managed just to pull it back in at the right time. John Davies then. John Davies does find Hall. Hall goes through the gap. Fifth and last tackle is tackled. And Featherstone try to play the ball quickly. New Brown will stab that forward. And that will bounce and turn to lose round. So opening play. All good from Featherstone.
That's a very good set. That's where you want them turning the ball over there, 20 metres. We'll try and tighten up the defence now and go and bash them.
That's what we need to do, Tom. You're right there. Now this is where we need to do what we do best. We need to go hunting, and this is where Featherstone have been absolutely critical and crucial this season in the defence, when they've turned the defence into attack, and they'll look for the mistake from Toulouse, but so far Toulouse not getting any momentum as they're coming down the slope, still inside their own half. On the fifth and last tackle now, just still inside their own half, just shy of the 50. The ball will move into the inside of the park. That will be kicked high, and a tester for Chris Wellham.
Great catch there by Wellham.
Wellham takes that, runs into the welcoming committee of 3 Toulouse defenders, and he's brought down on his 20-metre line. A quick play of the ball, Craig Hall, the old bar of soap then, trying to be as slippery a customer as he can. He's like imperial leather. It's just so hard to get hold of when he gets going. But John Davis now, big game from John Davis again. JD to the fore, already in this one, loving it, taking the tackles, wanting to get up and play the ball, being held down. Referee saying play on, let's clear it now as we go forward. With the likes of Field there to the fore. New Brown drops that shoulder, New Brown does that shimmy. New Brown spots the gap, New Brown, and luckily is wrapped up just inside the Toulouse half. Fifth and last tackle then. Ball's going down the Millennium Stand side. That's a kick over the top. That is into the sunshine, and that is going to be taken. Was that taken behind the line, that, Tom? So
20-metre restart.
Yeah, 20-metre restart.
Yeah, not the best way to end the set. That'd have been best getting put in a corner.
Yeah, it'd have been a little bit deeper, so we had at least a chance to ping him in the 10, yeah, rather than him get away.
That's
anyway.
it, because then they're starting on their 20 then, and you don't want them starting there.
Yeah, it's extra yardage, isn't it? Extra yardage.
But I don't think but great pressure there from Carl to force that error, so
yeah,
great work there, Carl.
Yeah, Jassam there, and he's just having, what's he doing here now with Tom Holmes? Are they having a little bit of a, And Connor Jones comes in and says, you don't pick on my little buddy. Bit
of French kissing going on there with Holmesy and is it White?
It's Jassam, isn't it? Mathau Jassam.
No, I think it was that hooker White. Is that his name, White, is it?
No, I thought it was Mathau Jassam, number 4.
That's it, Lloyd White it was.
Lloyd White, yeah.
Yeah, Lloyd White.
Well, all's fair in love and war. We've had nearly 5 minutes here at the Millennium. It is 0-0. Featherstone in possession. Being awarded the penalty. Featherstone going forward with Lockwood just over the 30-metre line.
Whoa.
And Lockwood is still struggling. They can't even pin him down. Eventually goes down under the tackle. Kopchak then.
Nice
Kopchak, yeah, a little swivel of the hips. Been watching New Brown do that in training, I think. And Kopchak says, listen, I'm not having any of this. If you want messing about, mate, I'll give it you. And New Brown goes with that swivel that we spoke about. New Brown breaks over the 10. He's brought down 5 minutes out. Quick play of the ball. Connor Jones to Lockwood. Lockwood drives forward. Lockwood going for the line. 5th and last tackle. What can we come up with here? The call is let's go. Well, we've come up with an error. And when all was set and looking to go to the left-hand side of the uprights, the quick play wasn't there. I think there's a little bit of interference from Toulouse in all fairness. But it is Mark Corella then, the fullback today.
We are coming off the 10 metre there, so we can tighten up. As you see, the players here, they tighten up and we can go get them off the line here.
That's it now, isn't
so
it?
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'd have preferred to finish with an attacking play, probably a kick, but it's not the end of the world, that.
This is now where the defence unit has to come to the fore, then, isn't it, really, Tom? You know, where we switch on and we don't let anything get through or anything pass, like Don Peru there, for example, you know, making yards, as now is also Remy Caste, the other prop. Lots of experience, Remy Caste. Hansen, another player who's been around a fair old bit, just hedges Toulouse towards the halfway line. They now go over the line and into Featherstone's half. 5th and last tackle there. But New Brown and...
Good pressure, stay up, we've got to stay alert.
As Ford there was looking for ideas, trying to find something to do. Craig Hall says, well, I'll have that. And Craig Hall does find John Davis. John Davis shrugs off 1, shrugs off 2, and it's going in thick and hard here. And Peru there, all over the head. And John Davis just taps him there and says, yeah, well, no to me that, buddy.
Great play there.
Misses, it's me harder. Anyway.
I think Jai and JD were arguing who were the tallest then as well in the tackle. I think that's what it was a battle over. But great play, we're on the front. Back to 1 there as well.
Back to 1 then, back to 1. Here we go, we're inside the
Great
Toulouse
carry there by Lockie.
Yeah.
You know, he carries the ball unbelievable for this team, and he sets up a lot of players from his carries.
Always to the fore.
Always.
Yeah. Callum Field then. Callum Field spots a gap. Callum Field tries to go through the gap, and he's brought down on the 20 metre line as Rovers will go to the right hand side as they play up the park. Hardy will just take the tackle, and now the call is just let's slow things down, boys. We don't need to rush. We've got a few tackles in the bank as Kopchak goes on that charge of his, and Kopchak drives towards the post before he's wrapped up by the Toulouse defence. Another quick play then, moves the ball out wide. Ball into the hands of Ferris. Ferris back into the hands of Holmes. Holmes is eventually wrapped up, and that sees the changeover back to Toulouse then. So unfortunately Toulouse read that. Unfortunately for Featherstone, Toulouse read that rather well and snubbed out the kicking options right on the last one there, Tom.
Yeah, like I was saying, you know, it's probably not end of the world turning over the ball there. We'd have liked it if we could to get him in a corner, but coming off the 10 metres, we can tighten them up and we can go for him now. So this will be a clinical set for us. So what will Rovers do? 8 minutes gone. That look forward. Yeah. The cry from forward rattles round the ground. And Tom, just looking at the ground, how well does it look to look, you know, around this ground and see a decent size crowd in here, mate? Yeah, it looks really good. They're all packed out at the moment, every stand I'm looking at, so only adds more fuel for us boys to go out there and perform. So it's good to see, especially what's been happening over the last year and a half or so, to see everyone out here and enjoying themselves.
Well, Toulouse kick the ball deep, that finds touch. It will be ourselves that get the ball back. It will be Kopchak that will start this. Waiting for the ball in the pivot is Connor Jones. Connor Jones finds Josh Hardcastle, and Josh Hardcastle trundles forward toward his own 40-metre line. Featherstone just doing the simple things right, as Webster will want them to do. Head coach James Webster, obviously, making sure his chargers don't do anything silly. As the ball comes back on the inside now, Kopchak to Field. Field spots a gap, tries to go through the gap.
Strong carry that.
Yeah, and eventually he's pulled down. As the ball goes to Ferris, that's still live, and then the referee says, no, that's an error, that's a knock-on. As the players rush to congratulate Jai Hitchcock there on forcing the error from Brett Ferris. He'll no doubt want to put that right in defence now. He's held his hand up and said sorry, so
Yeah, I think the ball was just a bit too far behind him there, really.
This goes back to what we said before, though, Tom. You know, when we spoke about just cutting out the simple errors, you know, we don't have to force it, do we, sometimes? No,
that's it. Sometimes you panic, we get a little bit overly excited, and sometimes it's best just to keep that ball and not pass it, but unfortunately then it resulted in an error.
Well, Rovers now are going to have to step up in defence because Toulouse coming down the slope at speed, and now deep inside the Rovers half as the ball goes into the hands of Ford. Ford over the top to Corella. That looked forward, and I think everybody in the ground said that. But well done, Gareth Gale, for showing us his footballing prowess as well as his defensive skills as he gets himself away with the ball up towards the 10-metre line. Before he's brought down, a quick play of the ball sees Josh Hardcastle.
He just carries and carries his hard. A great carry, finding his front, and we can play off that.
So Lockwood then, another man, another inspirational player that you want to see going forward.
That's not nice to see. They've done that a couple of times to Lockie now.
They've just been in, haven't they, and just tipped him a little. You know, just try to just try to tip him over, haven't they? And I think they've been lucky, Tom, to a certain extent, because they've got away with it a couple of times.
Yeah, the first...
Oh, then, this is yours. Well done, our cameraman.
Bullseye.
Yeah, that'll be a great shot.
But yeah, with a tackle, they've done it in the first couple of minutes, and you know they can't be doing them. They'll end up getting penalties for us. So
we are now encamped on the halfway line. I'm just making sure Jamie, our cameraman, is still with us. And as Lockwood goes again, Lockwood sells the dummy. He's brought down as Featherstone will try and go forward with Ferris. Ferris will just take the tackle. Toulouse are muscling up in numbers here. Obviously see Ferris as a threat, but he'll get up and play the ball. And just as we say that, Ferris is annoyed with himself, comes up with the error. The referee says, "You're all right, son, just calm it down." Second error of the afternoon then from Brett Ferris, and he'll be furious with that one as well, Tom.
Yeah, it's just one of them. I think Toulouse, they're just staying on in the tackle a lot longer than they probably should be doing, to be fair, for my liking. I think their hands are staying in the ruck, and I think Fez has just tried to play that, and the other player's got his hand caught in there. So I don't know. It's a bit of a tough one, that, for me.
So Toulouse then. And now Toulouse get a penalty, a relieving penalty, because Featherstone are caught offside. And that will see Toulouse kick, although Craig Hall and Gareth Gale both went to try and keep that in. But
need to stay in the battle with them now, stay in that arm wrestle.
This is now where defence, Casti then.
Great shot there, Lockwood.
Will go forward.
So the ruck speed here makes it easier for us, so the slower it is, the better.
Well,
so great tackle there by New. That's what we want, especially
New and Frankie
off our try line.
Yeah, really reading the switch play well there defensively between them both.
Great tackle there.
That's Lloyd White. Lloyd White tries to get the ball away. He's asking for 6 again. The referee saying no. The ball is still in the hands of Lloyd White.
Yes, good play.
The ball. That goes to Connor Jones. Big cheer of the afternoon goes up from the post office terrace. And fantastic defence there.
I think Lockie absolutely folded Peru like a calzone then. So great shot there by Lockwood or Fez. I don't know who it was, but they absolutely folded him.
Come on! Well, the Toulouse player is feigning injury there when you could see he was basically holding down Josh Hardcastle. And Ford is in there now trying to stop Wellham getting to the play ball. But what a play shot from Wellham. As Toulouse doing everything they can to stop Featherstone's momentum here. Connor Jones then. Connor Jones back on the attack.
Just Chris Wellham with that fend there. You know, he's made a career out of that. Unbelievable fend.
And Craig Hall puts boot to ball. That will bounce over the head of Corella. Corella will find the wingman. I think that's, is it Shaquille?
Yeah, he's going well for them. He's really getting them on their front foot. I think he's dominated every tackle he's been involved in at the moment. So great shot there by JD.
Well, JD and
Great
James
shot.
Lockwood there, just letting Jai Hitchcock know, well, son, you know, we're here to play rugby, not tiddlywinks.
That's
So
it. Great shot there.
fantastic. Callum Field in there as well, getting stuck in on Ford.
So this kind of player that Toulouse are going with, this is what we want them to do. They're looking quite frantic at the moment. They haven't really got any shape as such, and they're getting caught up. So this is what we want, because they're going to be kicking now from a corner, which is not what they'd want.
Well, that's it, 5th and last tackle,
so that's
and they're still
perfect.
inside their own half. And as you say, you know, they've had to kick, and there's only one way they could really go, and that was down the central channel, and that allows Craig Hall to get the ball to Gareth Gale, and Gareth Gale, 20 tries so far this season. He'll be wanting to add more to maintain his try-scoring feat. And now it's his partner, Hardcastle, who will just drive the ball in as the Barmy Army start singing loud and proud to cheer the boys on. The blue wall is making the noise to fire up the boys. And again, Toulouse all over in the ruck, not allowing any quick play as John Davis runs it to Jassam.
Jassam has a great mullet.
Yeah, and Gigo there. And now Lockwood there. Did he fall awkwardly there, no, well, he's all right. He'll just carry on. He'll just take that one 5th and last then as the call. Brett Fritz really needs to get rid. John Davis will put ball to boot. That's going to bounce off the Toulouse player's feet.
Great tackle there, Jones. A good hit.
Yeah,
yes,
and
Jones.
Well done, Connor
Great
Jones.
Tackle there.
Well done, Connor Jones and Tom Holmes there for reading that right.
Jonesy hit him with everything there, including his passport. So great tackle, Jonesy.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Forward then.
Every time that's forward for me.
He doesn't look like a rugby player to me, doesn't that Ford? It looks like he should be playing, you know, centre forward. You know, in a sort of like
it looks like he
lower
works
divisions.
down in Cass Market or something like that. selling fish or something.
Lucky man. Anyway, the ball goes through from the kick. Oh, unfortunately Hall spills that. That sees Corella pick that up. Referee says back to 1. The ball goes out to Peru. Peru here dances shimmies. Well out in defence. Makes sure that Toulouse go nowhere. Fantastic defence. Fantastic effort. Well done, John Davis and Connor Jones and Craig Hall and co. But it is still danger time here as Toulouse take up position on the 10-metre line. Toulouse asking all the questions so far. Casti then, he'll look to go. He'll slip the ball out the back door. That goes through with another pair of hands to Hansen.
Slow this tackle down there, gives us a chance.
Yeah, Toulouse using the big men, trying to crash over, and that's exactly what they do. And it is Dominic Peru that opens the scoring here at the Millennium as the boos go round from the Featherstone faithful. But it is first blood to Toulouse, and it is first blood to Dominic Peru.
Yeah, there on that try, Hall is just, you know, gone for the ball out the back, and he's just hit the lead runner there, Dominic Peru. So smart player by Lloyd White. Unfortunately, Ollie didn't make the right decision there, but I'm sure he'll pull something out of the bag to redeem himself for that, definitely, will Craig.
Well, the try coming after 18 minutes. And as you say, up until that point, Toulouse have not really they've not really had that much, have they? They've not offered a great deal, Tom, of threat. I think that is that a little bit more luck than well worked, you know, than worked for.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
It's been a good game. The staying in the arm wrestle. It just unfortunately Hawley dropped the spiral bomb or whatever the kick was, and then it's led to a try. But I think this won't make the lads drop their heads at all.
No.
I'm sure they'll get straight back into this now.
Corella then, who was out practicing well before the rest of his teammates came out for the warm-up, and he converts that one. So the score stands after 18 minutes. Featherstone 0, Toulouse 6, and it will be Toulouse will get the ball back, but it is a double substitution for Featherstone. as Callum Field and Kopchak leave the field. Kopchak looks as if he's got a bit of claret flowing from his nose there. But they are replaced by James Harrison and Junior Moores.
He's a handful for Toulouse, that winger there. We need to be better with him.
Yeah.
Slow it down.
Bye. So, Toulouse then.
Crossing.
Oh, well, even the Toulouse players stopped there because they thought they were going to get done by the referee, and he even held his hand up there to say ref. But the referee's missed it, and that gives Toulouse longer in possession here, and they'll come down this blind side now as Ferris and Alton in there on the tackle. On Peru, the try scorer. They go down the left side. Forward. Floats the ball wide. A little kick through there.
That was forward by a mile.
We come up with the ball, but the referee has said knock on. Now.
It's our ball because Mr. Hardcastle's coming over from the open side, short side to the open side to take a carry. He always puts his hand up for them carries. Probably the toughest carries to take as well.
Yeah, that first drive of that set of six.
Yeah, because they all just tighten up and they want to go and
when you're defending straight, you know, it's definitely from your own line as well. It's, you know, but fair play to him. He never shirks it, does he?
Nah, he always takes up.
So Frankie Alton then will keep us ticking forward, and he will get us over the 20-metre line before Wellham will come. Wellham then just getting a little bit of momentum. Tries for offside as Lockwood goes through the gap, and Harrison was a bit too close for him there. If Harrison had stayed a step back, he may have been galloping away, but now the big imposing figure of Junior Moores, and Junior Moores there is clattered, and then a flop on the back of Junior Moores, but Brown quickly plays the ball to Holmes. Holmes distributes it well to John Davis. John Davis, quick hand out of the back door to Chris Wellham. Wellham goes for a kick, and now they're going to try and
back to one. Take that, great set.
Well, they try to push Jay Hitchcock in a touch. Jay Hitchcock's offloads. That goes to Tom Holmes. And the referee now has pulled Toulouse for being offside. So, could this be where we take full advantage? There's a bit of afters going on there.
Lloyd White and Holmes here seem to be having a little bit of handbags going. I think Holmes must have said something there as he was walking away, and Lloyd grabbed his head and give it the old shakeroonie. Yeah. Get that into your Holmes here.
Well,
yeah, he's good to play with, Holmes here.
Yeah.
He's a wind-up merchant.
Oh,
so
mate.
I can imagine him saying something.
Mate, he was giving me a bit last week on commentary, and you know what I mean. But absolutely, you know, class.
Yeah, good player, really good player.
So referee is talking to Tom Holmes. He's also talking to White. They're still carrying on the little bit of a disagreement between them. But it is Tom Holmes that will get us back underway. Tackle count reset then. 6 in the bank. Featherstone fly towards the 10-metre line with Lockwood. Lockwood central right in front of the sticks. Harrison will use that big frame of his to try and go over, but he's brought down 2 metres out. Featherstone then will now switch the ball back. They'll go hunting. The drums are playing in the background as Lockwood tries to find a gap. But as quick as he finds it, Toulouse's defence close the door again. It's going to take something special to open this Toulouse defence. Is that something special going to come from Tom Holmes? No, they're quick again out of the traps. Connor Jones, Lockwood spills the ball, aiming for Harrison, and it is Toulouse that come up with that, relieving the pressure on themselves, and Toulouse will now want to go forward. They want to go forward with some space, and it is the goal scorer, Mark Carella, that carries Toulouse forward. They've now got another set of 6 there from the referee.
Yes.
And that is a knock-on, so...
We'll take that. The winger for Toulouse, Pete.
Which one? Vai?
No, he's a centre.
Or the...
is it
Shaquel.
21?
Yeah, Latrell Shaquel.
He's a handful for them. Yeah. He's getting them going. That's the first mistake he's done there, but he's a real threat for the Toulouse, getting them on that front foot. So we'll take that. We're starting back on the 30-metre line now. Frankie Alton there with a drive.
Yeah, great drive
getting
from
the numbers in.
Great drive from Frankie.
I think Toulouse, the laying on us a bit longer.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the only advantage they're getting at this moment in time.
As we managed to get the ball loose, and great little interplay there between Brown and Moores. The understanding's telepathic between them two, and that allows Hardy to go away. And Josh Hardy
just runs at the biggest man on the field, Mitch Garbutt.
Yeah, just says, have that. New Brown sells a dummy. Oh, New Brown manages to get the ball out of the back door. Back to one.
Go Lockie,
back to one.
Oh, unlucky, great defence there by Toulouse.
Unlucky. We have got the ball though. 16 minutes left of this half. Featherstone trail 6-0, but we are in possession. Craig Hall out the back door to John Davis. John Davis spills it, manages to recover it, and comes up with a knock on. And the Rovers coaching staff below our commentary position put their hands to their heads in disbelief. It's another error. But Tom, it's you know, we just need to find that little bit of belief.
Yeah, it's when you're a centre and the full-back's throwing them balls like he did to JD.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is hard to read who it is going to. You know, you can sort of, once you've played centre a long time, you can get the gist of how much power's on it. So I think that was aimed for Welly, and JD just went for it then. But we'll get another chance, I'm sure we will.
Oh, there's plenty of time left. Plenty of time left.
Get another chance up in their half.
Yeah. So Toulouse then will come down the slope with Mitch Garbutt. He'll get up, and I think he felt that one. Definitely. Yeah. And Craig Hall there just taking his time because he knows that Wellham's got it covered. And eventually he's wrapped up by Tony Gigot. Or Gigot.
Played with Tony Gigot in London quite some years ago now.
As you say, mate, more clubs than Tiger Woods.
That's it. That's it.
So we've got a boot on the floor. It is Brett Ferris's boot. But Brett Ferris gets up, plays the ball. That goes to John Davis. John Davis is lifted there and dumped on the floor by Cassie. New Brown having to dance, looking at Ford, saying, chase me, catch me if you can. Offloads to Hardcastle. Hardcastle gets to the 40-metre line. Featherstone.
Need a good kick here.
Yeah, Featherstone still inside their own half.
Need a good kick here from New.
And it's going to take a big kick there from New Brown.
Nice.
A little bit of afters, but that is going to turn Jai Hitchcock's round. And Jai Hitchcock's will come down the slope. He's wanting to go round the outside. Would it have been better taking the tackle there? Yeah, Junior Moores.
Got down very low then to get
just knew exactly where he was going, didn't he? So
yeah, quality of that.
Yeah, it was like, let's run him down that cul-de-sac. Quick play of the ball then from Toulouse to Garbutt. Garbutt does well to keep that. And the referee says back to one. I don't know how we give back to one there because there's certainly no hands in that. And it's fascinating as Marion will go forward then for Toulouse. White in there distributing well.
There he is again.
And here goes Shamkel.
Shamkel.
As White drops the ball, does a little bit of a dummy. Connor Jones reads that well. He's tackled by Garbutt and White. Garbutt lying on there, not allowing us to get any quick play of the ball here. As Frankie Alton goes forward. Frankie Alton, yeah, he's wrapped up on the 10 now. Wellham comes in, Wellham beats one, manages to offload one. As Luke Cooper comes on, and Wellham spotted Cooper on the outside there. As now Hardcastle will go, and Toulouse numbering up here in defence. As Luke Cooper refaces James Lockwood. Sorry, I was just pausing for my breath. Fifth and last tackle here. Trying to see what we're going to do here. New Brown will boot that. He'll just take a steady kick. That will bounce though into the hands of Corella. Corella will run it back towards the Featherstone defence before he's eventually brought down by Cooper and Jones. And now Toulouse will go into the centre of the park, being forced into the centre of the park by this umbrella defence of Featherstone so far. And it is Toulouse then, just managing to get over the halfway line before Moores stops that attack. Ford then, he will throw the ball to Paolo. Paolo will go down the left-hand side as Toulouse look to try and find something here. Toulouse just controlling the play, enjoying the possession. As Garbett tries to wand off there. Frankie Alton's in there. Betfred also comes round the back and just finishes Garbett off as a little crossfield kick there. And that is taken by Gareth Gale.
Gareth Gale takes that well.
Let's go now, Gareth Gale. Tap it and go, Gareth. Tap it and go, son. And Gareth Gale takes that well and manages to get us over the 30-metre line before he's brought down by White.
They're just laying on too long for me. Toulouse,
so
just
John
slowing
Davis
the play
then.
down.
John Davis gets us to the 40-metre line, right in front of our commentary position here. Great run there from John Davis as James Harrison will go for. Yes. Harrison beats one. Harrison says, have that, son, and still manages to go forward inside to the Toulouse half. Cooper shugs away, spots the gap, up to the 30-metre line. Featherstone quick play, Connor Jones, Alton sells the dummy. Alton runs into the collision, takes a tackle just shy of the 20-metre line. Connor Jones will go forward, looking for somebody to support him here. Finds that support in Ferris. Ferris realises that John Davis is not on the outside of him as Connor Jones is in there quick again. And Tom Holmes sells the dummy. Tom Holmes is brought down inches away from the try line. And that is going to be the handover. And I think the referee's just making sure that Tom Holmes is all right. So we decided to go for the power play there, Tom.
Yeah, like I keep saying, that's a great way to finish. Look,
yeah, where does it start now? You know what I mean?
Try line
yeah.
from a corner.
That's
I think Holmes watching that back, he probably might have wanted to pass on the inside to Orley, but you know, it's easy to say that. Stood here.
Here comes another big unit for Toulouse. Sanguer. He's a size and a half, is that fella? That's Toulouse.
Love that. Gagger on the full, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's ramp it up, Gagger, let's go.
Yeah, let's go, Gareth Gale now. Get on the outside of him, Gareth, you know what I mean?
Toulouse won't be happy with that.
You know, I'd love to see him stretch his legs, you know, really, really go for a run.
What, like a yoga class? I know what you're on about, Pete.
Jane Fonda's in the house. Anyway, Tom Holmes then will run at the, and we get a penalty there. And Tom Holmes knew exactly what he was doing. He knew that if he committed himself right, he would get the penalty. Yeah. And Gigot just obliges there.
I think we're missing the jump a little bit. Jonesy then, prior to that, he was jumping out of the ruck, and there just seemed to be no one there. And probably shows the intensity of the game and how tough it probably is out there. So
that's it.
I think Holmesy were looking for runners then, and unfortunately didn't have anyone, but we got the penalty, which is good.
Well, it's nice to see that with about 8 minutes left of the first half, the magician enters the field. Dean Parata is now on, and Dean Parata will do everything he can to get this ruck control right and speed up the ruck plays. And he's there again now.
I think we'll score now.
And that's now 2 quick plays from the ruck as Harrison glides towards the line. And Harrison, he's beaten by the post.
The post stopped him.
Yeah, but Parata to the 4, Holmes. And that's got to be offside. So well done, Dean Parata, and well done, Tom Holmes there, knowing exactly what the option that Toulouse had, and that was for Gigot to come out of the line, or Gigot to come out of the line and concede a penalty. So another set of 6, third set of 6 then. That Toulouse have had to defend as Frankie Alton goes up the central channel. He's brought down 5 metres away. Parata finds Harrison on the outside again. Harrison tries to stretch out before he's wrapped up. 3 metres away. What will Parata do? He'll try and force his way over himself. He'll try and find the dummy. Dean Parata going for the line. He's got to be inches short there. He's held on his back, but the referee says, yes, let's play on quickly as New Brown throws the ball to Craig Hall. Craig Hall sells the dummy. John Davis with a little gallop to the line. John Davis is brought down just shy of the line. It's pressure he's building. Featherstone needs something. Featherstone to Holmes. Holmes will feed the ball to Luke Cooper. Luke Cooper will go back in the central channel, trying to give this attacking unit of Featherstone some options here. That option is Parata. Parata to the left-hand side. Holmes over the floats, pass over the top.
Great kick there.
To Chris Wellham. Now then, what is the toucher going to say here?
I think that could be our ball. Wellham kicked it, and I think Jai might have kicked it out.
Because the referee's in consultation there, and I think, well, this will be an interesting call, Tom, as to who actually gets the ball, because Toulouse are taking the time. Referee stops the clock.
Looks like it's Toulouse ball.
Yeah. And the touch judge from the far side is now entering the field. So that's something.
Andrew, can I have a look with their mark?
There's something going on in backplate, so that'll be interesting to see if we can put something on report.
Showing his hand to Brett Featherstone.
Yeah.
I don't know what Fez is.
Well, we'll try and review that at some point.
No, not too sure.
Spike, yeah, well, yeah. Well, one of the Toulouse players then is saying that he's alleging that he's been bit by Brett Ferris, so that'll be reviewed, and no doubt we'll see what happens off that. But
Fez is captain. Brett Ferris is over on left, isn't he? He's miles away from Dixon. Probably Hardy with his newly fresh teeth.
Ah, right. I thought it was Brett Ferris that he pulled out. Oh, he must have been speaking to Brett Ferris then.
Yeah, he's the captain.
Yeah. Oh, well done, Junior Moores.
Stay up in a line against this fella, because he will cause problems.
Yeah.
Oh, well done, Coops. Great hit.
Yeah.
Nice there.
Shamkel then, as Tom says, he's been a bit of a danger all day.
Forward
and there's
pass.
that big unit that we spoke about, Sanguer.
That was miles forward.
Yeah. And it's Toulouse at this moment in time. Again, turning Featherstone round as Craig Hall then pulls in some air. Knows what's going to happen, knows what's coming. Takes the tackle. And Craig Hall not happy with that. And Paolo to the fore again. He's been there just slowing everything down as Parada goes. He will run. Pelissier. And Peru bring him down. Brett Ferris then. Brett Ferris runs into the collision with Guigo, Pelissier and Jassam. And again, Featherstone not allowed to get any momentum around the ruck area as we get to the halfway line on the fifth and last tackle now. So this is going to be a big kick that comes in from this one. And again, not clearing the ruck. Holmes will put ball high in the sky. That will go into the hands of the fullback Carella. Carella will just run nonchalantly back towards the waiting defensive line of Featherstone. And 4 minutes left on the clock. Featherstone 0, Toulouse 6. As Toulouse come again now, crabbing across the field. So this boy, Latrell Chamel, he's been everywhere.
He's a left winger and he's all the way over on the right side.
Yeah, he's been everywhere, hasn't he? So
with a broken line, he's a big threat, so we need to present a good line against him.
You spot that gap, don't you? Step through it and he's away.
That's it, and I'm sure he'll take some catching as well.
So Toulouse then with possession.
So just need to chill here a bit.
As the kick goes in. Gareth Gale then will lie that one up. Gareth Gale takes that one well. And Gareth Gale turns on the burners. And Gareth Gale will run.
Great carry.
And return. And he'll get over his own 20-metre line. A great carry back there. Fully making 15 metres from where he received the kick. As Hardcastle is eventually brought down. And Toulouse slow everything down again. Wellham will just run at this Toulouse line. He's brought down on his own 40-metre line. Parada will spot the gap, and Parada will use his magic feet. There, the magician to the fore gets us toward the halfway line. As again, the referee now signals back to 1. As a cheer goes up, as now Luke Cooper through the centre of the park there. Luke Cooper just spots the gap, runs into Gar, but eventually allowing Parada for the quick play, allowing Harrison to go through the gap. Harrison striding forward there.
Great carry there. We should be able to push off the back of this now and flood through.
That's it. New Brown to Moores. The little run round with Moores. They work so well together, instinctively know where one another's going to be. And it is New Brown that gets us towards the 10-metre line. As Gareth Gale will come, he'll run, he'll try to go through.
Hopefully we can shift on the left here.
That's it, it's got to come left. Harrison, Holmes, Hall. Oh, Well, the cry of exasperation comes because of the loose pass from Hall that finds its way into touch. It beat John Davis and it beat Chris Wellham. I think Chris Wellham was expecting it though, Tom.
Yeah, well, Jay Hitchcock's there. He's gone to shut the play down on Hawley, and I think Hawley's just obviously seen him last minute and just threw the ball, but could have gone to either JD or Welly there, and it's a try, isn't it? So
that's it.
Like I say, I'm sure he won't be happy with that, but Hawley will definitely pull some magic out of the bag.
Oh, the old bar of soap, mate. He'll not give in, mate.
Nah.
He knows what it's all about, been there, done it.
Yeah, exactly,
That's
mate, exactly.
There's Jai Hitchcock then. Takes one for his troubles. And now Garbutt's getting on, not even playing that, trying to carry on. And another forward pass there, and the referee spots it as forward. And the biggest cheer of the afternoon goes up for the referee and his touch judge teams who spotted that as a forward pass. Luke Cooper wanting to get on with it very, very quickly. Just under a minute left of the first half here. That first 40 minutes has flown by. It's been ebbed, it's flowed. It's been Toulouse, it's been Featherstone. Featherstone's defence has been strong. Toulouse have scored when really they took the chance. As Cooper throws a pass, that bounces, that's a bit of a loose pass, but it does go into hands of Brett Ferris. Brett Ferris is eventually brought down. As now we will go Tom Holmes to John Davis.
Play on there.
John Davis there, back to one, and John Davis manages to
that's great play that by Holmesy there. He looked up, he seen Mitch Garbutt there in front of him, and he took him on. Fantastic.
Now we'll go for the crossfield kick. Who's that going towards? It's going towards Gareth Gale. Gareth Gale out the back door to Josh Hardcastle! Hardcastle!
Unlucky there.
Oh,
No try.
Very, very unlucky. We'll. Wow, I thought that was going to be the fantastic way to win the first half, and we thought that Josh Hardcastle had gone in there and touched down on that one, but pushed into touch. I'm just watching. Well, I was just watching that back on the replay on the screen in front of us.
Great scrambled defence from Toulouse. You can't take that away, but unfortunately, no try.
Well, it would have been a fitting end to a fantastic half of rugby league, but as Tom says there, he's just gone into touch with the final pass there. So it remains Featherstone 0. Toulouse 6, a try coming on the 18th minute from Dominic Peru, converted by Carella, and up to that point it's been pretty much even Steven all the way. We've seen some great plays both from Toulouse and from Featherstone, and Featherstone have really know now, as they will play down towards the post office road end of this second half, that they have got a test on their hands, and they're really going to have to dig deep to come up with something here, and hopefully stop Toulouse getting away with it. So like we say, it's been a fantastic first half, and we hope that like us, you're looking forward to the second half. Come back and join us soon, as we'll bring you all the coverage from the second half in this one. It is the Betfred Championship. It is Featherstone versus Toulouse. It's currently Featherstone 0, Toulouse 6. We'll also look through messages and shout-outs, try and give a few shout-outs when we come back. I just need to have a look through and hope that you're all enjoying this one. Welcome back then. Welcome back then to the Millennium as Featherstone warmly applauded back on to the pitch, ready for the second half and the start of this one. Few quick hellos then. Good afternoon and hello to Dave Fowler, tuned in his truck. Also, now I think it's Anne and Lyndon Brownlee who are tuned in Belgium, I'm led to believe. Rhonda Witherspoon joining us, of course, from Australia. I also know that former player and good friend of the club, Cameron King, is tuned in, listening to this one. Good afternoon, Cammy. Also, Alan Lloyd. Andy Greenhow gets a special mention. He's also brought a lot of his friends here today to watch this one. And Dave Langfield and also Nigel Pearson, you're all welcome, all tuning in to Rovers TV for the second half as we await for Toulouse to get into their positions, and still waiting for their playing area to be cleared of personnel from the Toulouse team as they trek to their position at the side underneath the commentary gantry. Craig Hall has got the ball on the kicking tee. You may have noticed that we've not mentioned Will Dagger. We did mention him at the start, but seems that Will Dagger picked up an injury, so has withdrawn from this one, as that is a deep kick there into the hands of Ford, and Ford will just offload that, and Toulouse will come forward, and they'll come forward with Justin Sanguer. And welcoming back into the Corcoms is Tom Mims. Tom, what do you think the half-time message will have been?
Well, that's where I've just been. So
give us a gossip straight from the rooms, mate.
Yeah, no, well, basically they're just saying that stay in the arm wrestle. They've identified that them back two wingers are offering them. Toulouse are really trying to get them to get them moving. So if we can control them two wingers, I think that we should be able to get some joy.
Certainly should. So Featherstone now have possession then, enjoying their first touch of the ball in this second half. Wellham plays the ball to Parada. Parada on the outside to the diminutive small figure of John Davis, and John Davis is just wrapped up. Parada then back in there. He will find Luke Cooper. Luke Cooper goes through the gap. Luke Cooper over the halfway line, and manages just to take the tackle. Frankie Alton out the back door to New Brown. New Brown to Junior Moores. Junior Moores says, right, okay, let's shimmy and shake then down this line before he's wrapped up. And now Gareth Gale throws the ball into the middle of the park. That goes to New Brown. Brown puts up the kick, and I'm sure it was Luke Cooper that come in there to try and wrap up the tackle. He did manage to do that. That's helped Parada, and Harrison put Corella to the ground. Now Toulouse will come forward, and they'll try and get something going there with Jai Hitchcocks. And Gareth Gale, shoulder and all. That's the way you do it, Gareth.
Battle of the wingers.
Yeah, as Shamkel there is put to the turf. Another tackle comes in there as Dixon is put to the ground. Now it's going to be Garbutt's turn. Parada and Harrison there making sure, not really going forward into fifth and last tackle then as the ball goes high. That's a tester. Gareth Gale, it bounces. He's still got his eyes on it, throws it back on the inside to Craig Hall. Good understanding between them two. Craig Hall then, what will he do? He's going to throw that to Wellham. Wellham's going to go, right, okay, let's see if we can get some momentum here. And Wellham is eventually wrapped up
Obviously,
on his own
the
10-metre line.
The camera's out picking up that kick from Chonijigo, but when he is kicking it, it's spiralling and it's floating all over the place. So they are very difficult to catch, especially when the wind gets hold of it.
Yeah.
It can pretty much go anywhere.
And you can feel that wind as well, can't you? Know, from where we are on our commentary position. So, you know, as soon as it gets out of it, it'll spiral, won't it, as you say?
That's it. And just a bit of an update with the injuries, because I wondered why Dagger wasn't in the team and Welly was on the wing.
Yeah.
He's just suffered something to his quad. I think it's only a light strain, but that's why he's not in this.
Well, thanks
anymore.
for clearing that up, Tom. Back to the action. And we do go back to the action because we've been given a penalty here as John Davis then just goes to the knee. He is brought down on another tip tackle.
They're just lazy, them tackles for me, Pete.
I think that's the third one this afternoon that we've seen. Now, when it's up to the referee to say something or do something, but so far he'll just happy to penalise Toulouse and happy to give Featherstone the restart as we come down now. And a sloppy pass there, and New Brown had to read that well because Ford was closing in to take that one away from him, but it is Brown that recovers on the 20-metre line. Harrison off the shoulder to Luke Cooper. Luke Cooper sees the gap. Luke Cooper puts a little kick through, and I don't know if that was a kick through or whether the ball was dislodged, but it is a knock on that is signalled by the referee.
I think watching that back, if Coops were to watch that back, I think he'd have just got his head down instead of stepping. But it is promising. They are playing pretty well at the moment. They are throwing the ball about, but we just need to be more clinical, keep hold of that ball.
Well, this is now where we're going to have to do some graft, and that graft is going to have to be on Mitch Garbutt as Moores comes in with Harrison and Cooper just to take the big man down. As Toulouse with Shamkel, he's been to the fore all afternoon. He's hitting and spinning and trying to get away. Eventually Frankie Alton and Parada come in to put him down. Dixon then. Dixon just runs. He knew the tackle was coming, turned his back at the right point of time, take the tackle, allow his team to play the ball. Ford to Vai. Vai spills the ball.
Great tackle there by Hardcastle.
And Josh Hardcastle's in there, and that's much to the delight of his teammates there. Pats on the back for Josh Hardcastle all round. Well done, Josh. Big collision there, lodges the ball from Vai. Start.
That's Schmeichel again. Is that how you say it, Pete?
It is. I've got it down as Shamkel.
Shamkel.
I was going to call him Schmeichel.
He's the strongest man I've ever seen.
He's a big old unit. A big old unit. And so is that player there, 23, Justin Sanguer. He's a massive size, massive unit. You need a map to get round him. Cooper then. And Cooper goes forward, gets to the 40-metre line before he's wrapped up. Featherstone coming down the slope, needing to find something, needing to get a toe hold in this game, and the referee's going to go, that's a knock-on. So advantage now will swing back to Toulouse. Toulouse players rush in to congratulate one another. It is 6-0. This is only the third time that Featherstone have been behind at the start of the second half. in this season from what I remember.
I think now, because obviously they've identified that Gigo is trying to shut that player down all the time, they just hit Frankie on an out ball there, and he just needs to keep hold of the ball.
So, Toulouse then, working the ball through the middles, keeping it tight as Peru, the try scorer, he's eventually wrapped up.
Like Paolo.
Yeah, and then Paolo, yeah, he'll come in, Joseph Paolo, and he's worked hard again this afternoon, trying to get Toulouse forward. Holds his head there, feigning a bit of injury, but Carella will spot the gap. Carella will go at the gap before he's brought down by Ferris as Toulouse attack the far right-hand side then towards a stable section of the ground. And they'll now switch the ball back right across the park. They've gone from right to left, and they're now coming back.
Let that go, let it go.
And going to have to shepherd that one across the line. Well done, Craig Hall. Great shout from Tom Mims.
Great player there. Now, I thought he could have potentially let it just roll out itself then, and obviously we'd get a 20-metre restart, but Hall is a pro in the full-back position, so I'll leave that up to him to decide. So, yeah, great player there by Hall, just defuse the situation.
So, Craig Hall then waits with the ball in hand, ready to put this one back into the hands of Toulouse.
Tell you what, Pete, these wine gums here do me no favours. I'm supposed to be dieting. It's how many calories.
Get yourself stuck in,
78 calories for 4.
Get yourself stuck in,
I went to the gym this morning, so I'll have them.
Get yourself stuck in. We try and look after our guest here, mate. I keep telling you that. So, Toulouse then will come up back at this Featherstone's defence. But I say last week's half-time deficit was only the second time this season that we've been behind, so the third time this season with this 6-0 as Toulouse do the little run round between Carella and Ford. Ford still there asking questions as now Toulouse will go across the park with Pelissier. Pelissier is eventually wrapped up, but the gaps are appearing for Toulouse. And just as I say that, the gaps were there, and it is that big man I've been saying, Sanguer, all along. He's the danger. The size of him, you're not going to stop him from that close out, Tom, unfortunately, and that's what results in gives Toulouse.
Yeah, it's you know what, sometimes in that position, Pete, you're best off just giving a penalty. When it's that fast and you've got nowhere to come off your line, you're best off just giving a penalty.
So that pushes Toulouse now on to 10 points. We've had 9 minutes of this second half gone. And it is the big man, Justin Sanguer, that scores for Toulouse. And rightly, as Tom says there, you know, sometimes it's better just to take the penalty and let that, you know, take that hit and hopefully try and do something. But it is Rovers that find themselves 10 points behind at the start of this second half. And that now goes to 12 points as Mark Carella converts that one. So that's 2 from 2 for Carella this afternoon. There's a shout of Rovers, Rovers, Rovers. Come on. You know, this team has won 17 straight league games, 4 in 2020, 13 in 2021. That equals the all-time record. This year we've won 14 matches on the trot in all competitions. The all-time record is 15. So we're going to have to do something if we want to get back into this from that. New Brown has scored 8 tries in his last 4 games.
Great pressure there from Kopja. My old friend Mitch Garbutt there just took his eye off the ball for a second, and that was enough for us to get the ball there. So we really need to come away with a try,
Well,
I believe, now.
Why is... I want to know what's going on there, Tom, because Paolo just gave Dane Parada a right dig.
Probably old teammates.
Yeah, well, he was there, wasn't he, before? So, but
Yeah,
it is
we
advantage.
need to come away with something here.
Yeah, it is advantage now. Featherstone as Brown. New Brown is very unlucky there. Eventually he's wrapped up, but again, Toulouse lying on at the rope, not getting up quick enough. Harrison will try. He'll use his big dangly frame to try and go over the line. Is he going to be held up over the line? No, he's held up just shy. And again, Toulouse slowing everything down. The ball now is giving a little bit of width, a little bit of air, as Kopchak tries to strike from the 10 metres line. He's wrapped up, but Rovers still in possession. Brown to... Well, what have we gone for there, Tom? Because I was busy watching the play progress across the park.
You know, it's just frustrating, isn't it? Like, just to watch that. We needed to, I believe, come away with something down there to really turn the game and you know, knock a bit of stint out of Toulouse. But I was too busy looking down this open side, to be fair. I think he's called a knock on in the rope.
Well, just looking at that on the screen and...
no, knock on in the ruck, were it? I would look
possibly,
at the player.
Possibly.
I think it's got to be that because New didn't knock on the ball there, so it must have been in the ruck. But
no. Well, the referee stopped the game here. 1 or 2 of the Toulouse players are receiving treatment in back play. Running repairs there. The Featherstone faithful are remonstrating with the referee. As New Brown now is talking to the referee.
I think the boys are just saying, let's get the game on.
Yeah, I think Featherstone are wanting to play, but Toulouse doing everything they can to hold up the game at every opportunity. We've seen that when they've been defending as well. They've certainly been slow to clear the rut, and it's actually, now when you see what's going on, Tom, and it's actually a player changing his shirt as well as having some running repairs to his head tape.
I didn't know they'd stop the game for you to take your shirt off. That's a new one for me. Might try that.
Well, I tell you what, if Ben Blackburn's tuned in, Ben Blackmore, he'll be thinking, changing shirt, I can get away with that every 5 minutes at game.
That's it. Any excuse to get his rig out.
Yeah, the golden Adonis of Pontefract will be alive and well and back with us shortly. Game back on then.
Yeah, the intensity's ramped up here. Look, the hits are coming in now.
It has. The Featherstone noise is getting behind the boys. Get into him! It's a cry that goes out, and it is Parada there that is getting stuck in.
Well
and that is fantastic, because from that, Hardcastle and, it's on now, Harrison and Sange trading punches there. That'll be interesting to see what's going on. Mitch Garber high-fiving Brett Ferris and having a laugh.
Yeah, he's a good lad, he's Garbs. He always has a laugh. So that'll be just a little bit of friendly banter there between him and Fez. But I didn't see what happened then. Did anyone get to pick up on what happened? Or
well, I think
No? Oh, here we are. Oh, I think Iro just pulled.
Yeah, I think we wanted to get on with it, but again, as Junior Moores then, will he be dragged into touch? Junior Moores there, helped out by Gareth Gale eventually.
I won't
stops
like to be
at
Ford
Toulouse.
there.
No, Ford's going to feel that as Gareth Gale goes across the park. Gareth Gale straightens up, the ball comes loose, and the referee signals knock on. Now again, it's an error that you can ill afford to come up with at this crucial point in proceedings. 26 minutes left. Featherstone 0, Toulouse 12.
Just come off of Garbert's thumb there.
Yeah.
Should have been play on for me. Went backwards as well.
Well, the referee's not really given much today, has he, in the way of the 50-50 calls to Featherstone.
Yeah, he's given on it all today, really.
So we're going to have to do it the hard way, Tom. We're going to have to stick in. We're going to have to find something here we're going to have to, that's what you need, as Harrison runs straight at Sangaré and says, one apiece, mate, one apiece. Kopchak just finishes him off. Parada then, and Kopchak in there in the tackle then, making sure, just trying to slow things down.
That's it, we can slow it down with Dino there, slow it down a bit, regain a bit of momentum. The Toulouse boys, one of them's in backfield now, just cramping up, so...
Yeah. As Craig Hall then receives the ball from that kick. I think this is the first time in a good, what, 10 minutes that, well, a good 8 minutes that Toulouse have been inside the Featherstone half. As Hardcastle,
Great
what a
carry
fantastic break there from Hardcastle, what a fantastic carry. Can't play the ball quick, messing about again, around the ruck. We do get to the halfway line. It is Gareth Gale. Gareth Gale is wrapped up around the head by Pellissier, and I think Pellissier wants Gareth Gale's ears as a momentum. Tom Holmes jumping about into the attack. Tom Holmes gets to the 30-metre line, fifth and last tackle. What will it be? What will be the call? The call is to Hall. All on to Brown. Brown will drop the shoulder. Brown will throw the ball to Hardcastle.
Go Gaga!
Gareth Gale! Gareth Gale! Yes!
Go Gaga!
Yes! Yes!
Get in, Gaga!
Oh!
I love seeing him do stuff like that. What a player, what a bloke.
Well,
great try there. Hardy with the lovely drawn pass, which he has been working on. 21 tries. Carrying the momentum.
And
Gaga Gale, the Gaga bot we call him.
He's been coming, and Gareth Gale, I tell you, absolutely awesome. But Tom, I've got to say, mate, you know, credit New Brown there, mate. Yeah. Credit New Brown.
You know what? Sometimes when we play off the cuff, we produce stuff like that, and that's top quality rugby there. You know, Fez there, Hawley's identified that someone's shot on the line. New looks up, shows a little drop. Looks on his outside, throws a cut-out ball there to Hardy. Simple centre play there to put Gaga down there.
But he's still got to finish it, mate. He's still got to beat two to put it down.
I've seen him flat and folk, so that didn't faze me there. I knew once he went down, he was scoring that.
Well,
and Hardy converts
yes.
2 to add to the 6 points.
Well, Gareth Gale then with his 21st try this season. Fantastic. That makes it 4 points to 12. Then Craig Hall comes in, converts to make it Featherstone 6, Toulouse 12. We
needed that there, Pete.
Yeah, we've had
honestly.
17 minutes of the second half.
I'm watching the body language of the Toulouse players, and they're quite dropping significantly, so hopefully we can keep in that arm wrestle, keep them mounting that pressure. And another Gaz Gale special in the corner.
That's it. Well, just to let you know that Gareth Gale has now scored against every team in the division.
Wow.
So, well done, Gareth Gale.
Well done, Gareth Gale.
Legend.
Yeah, top man, top man.
Holmes to Ferris. Ferris to Davis. Will this give Featherstone the impetus, the drive, the flair, the hunger that we need?
I know, obviously, me and you, Pete, we're absolutely going nuts here, but the players just need to keep calm, keep composed.
Harrison is wrapped up. The ball goes back to Holmes.
What?
Oh! Well, in the words of Mick Morgan, that's a yellow card. Get him sin bin, referee.
Get him off the field.
They're dirty.
That's diabolical.
Diabolical, referee. Diabolical. You've not got the bottle.
You bottleless git. Get him off the field.
Great kick there from Craig Hall. That puts us deep now. This is where Featherstone must come to the party. Holmes, Kopchak on the drive, runs at the 3 biggest men of Toulouse and is brought down on the 10. The volume increases, the excitement levels are up. Harrison in and spinning. Harrison getting closer and closer to that line. Trying to play the ball quick. Parada on the back door to Kopchak. Kopchak is eventually picked up. Featherstone.
Penalty there.
Well, back to one as Luke Cooper goes towards the line. Plenty of tackles in the back, and you can see there Toulouse holding their own men's legs over the tackled player. Oh, well, done. Gareth Gale, take a bow. You've just stopped that man, Scamel, or Scamkel, whatever we're going to call him, from racing away. So Toulouse have got the ball back, and they'll make the way to the 40-metre line. Garbett.
As I was saying, Pete, there, we needed to be calm and composed, and I get what Holmes is doing there. He's trying to find that loop pass, but maybe just drop someone on the inside and then try him on the next play. I'm sure Holmes will.
They'll put it right, mate. They'll put it right. 20 minutes left. Featherstone 6. Toulouse 12. Top of the table clash at the Millennium.
Great tackle there.
Fifth and last tackle then to Ford. Ford is going to send that kick high, a little backward spiral on that. And Ford was going to collect that himself and then lets it go into the hands of Gareth Gale. And Ford gets a shove for his troubles by Josh Hardcastle. And that has now seen Toulouse come up with a play. Well, I don't know if you spotted that, Tom, but you know, Josh Hardcastle wasn't happy with the tackle by Ford.
He's pushed him, and that's switched Gaga, and ball's popped out.
Yeah. So this has given now Toulouse a little bit of momentum. What will Toulouse do with it? Well, that's bread and water to Hardcastle there, as Carella will try and find something in the line. Nothing happening. Garbett told to go around the back.
Great shot there by JD coming in.
Yeah, JD there, just bringing an end to that attack, but it is Toulouse trying to work the ball over, and it is Jassam who, as you say, has got that cut on him, and Toulouse are in again. So we're just waiting for confirmation of who touchdown for
25.
Toulouse now. Well, I think it's the man that it is Dominic Peru. So he's added a second try of the afternoon. I know he's changed his number, mate.
His shirt, didn't he?
Yeah.
He had his shirt changed.
Yeah, that's why we paused a little bit. So was playing in 12, has now gone to 25. But so all the hard work that Featherstone had done, and now Toulouse come back with a score of their own, making it 6-16 as Dom Peru adds a second try of the afternoon.
Still plenty of time though, Pete.
Yeah. It's
Still
not over yet. It's not over yet.
It's just frustrating. It's silly mistakes.
Yeah.
You know that we should be more clinical with.
Well, that's it, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's just been the small errors that have opened up and allowed Toulouse to take advantage. Plus, as we say, the 50-50 calls, some of them have not gone our way, and it has, and it still is an arm wrestle when all's said and done. And that one's missed. So
10 points behind.
10-point game then. Featherstone 6, Toulouse 16, missed conversion. And we're backing away. Craig Hall will kick that deep. Who's having this one? It eventually goes into the hands of Garbett. Garbett with a jump, a hop, a skip. And he's met by James Harrison. Harrison doubling up in the tackles there and eventually helped out by Luke Cooper as Toulouse inch their way to the 30-metre line. Now it is that man, Shamkel, who's been a danger all afternoon. He's really been Toulouse's standout player and threat.
Nice Junior slowing the play down there.
Junior Moore's coming in there just to wrap up Policia and keep Toulouse in the central channel. Fifth and last tackle then. Which way will they go? They'll go with a high kick from Gigot. And Gigot will try and follow that kick up. And it is Craig Hall who's eventually wrapped up underneath the tackle. Referee says play the ball. Featherstone trying to get something quick going here. Hardcastle to the fore. The ball comes loose. Referee says knock on. And that is another coach killer. That is just what you didn't need at this stage in the game. It's hard, mate, it's hard. What have Featherstone got to do? Where is this inspiration going to come from as a referee has stopped the clock, as one of the Toulouse players is down with cramp, although he does say now play on. Garbett offloads in the tackle, keeps the ball alive, and well, Pelissier dancing, trying to find some little gap before eventually he's wrapped up. And now Toulouse will go to the right hand side of the sticks. Jassam is eventually wrapped up by Ferris and John Davis. Them two have worked tirelessly all day in defence. The referee says play on, as Paolo is eventually brought down on the 10-metre line by Harrison and Kopchak. Still Toulouse in their white shirt with blue flash that search for something here to maybe inch further away. They lead on the scoreboard. The referee says he's held up over the line there. Garber
good play then
them go back to
by
the
Junior 10. There. He dragged him over the try line, so then he'd have to go back.
So they do have
really
to go,
play, yeah.
Allows us to re-rack the defence, doesn't it?
Get a bit of line speed in there.
That's it. Cassidy then, as Toulouse play the ball now, trying to find something here, and Toulouse go one way, now having to come back to the right-hand side, as Carella beats one, offloads in the tackle there, and that is a great tackle there from John Davis there, certainly putting his head up for, or hand up for another man of the match performance. Again, as John Davis today, as Toulouse come up with a mistake now, and there is something, one or two of the Toulouse players signalling for treatment. And again, do you think, Tom, I'm just looking at this, and that's the third time now that Toulouse have signalled for the water and the trainers to come on. All right, you know, it looks there, Tom, as if he has got some sort of injury, but you know.
Yeah, but to wipe blood off your face and hands, you can just come off the pitch, can't you? I don't understand that. It's slowing the game down. It's what they want. They'll want a rest. They've just been trying their hardest to try to score, and now we had a bit of the momentum through their errors, and then he's wiping blood off of his face. So I believe the rest should just tell him to leave the field if he wants to get blood off his shirt and what have you, because it's just slowing the game down. It's not what you want.
Well,
I understand if he had a head knock, as in concussion, or they had to play through.
Yeah, but I can't understand.
Injury,
this is now the third time that it's happened. As Luke Cooper leaves the field of play, he's substituted by James Lockwood. And it is, funnily enough, James Lockwood who takes that drive to get us back underway then. 14 minutes left. Featherstone 6.
Shoulder charge there.
And it's still going on afterwards. As Hardcastle is certainly been given a bit of treatment there by the Toulouse middles, if you like. Connor Jones back on the park. As John Davis spots the gap. John Davis races away, is eventually brought down. Can't get the ball to the outside of Wellham, who would have had a clear run to the line. Now it is Lockwood. Lockwood is eventually brought down on the fifth and last tackle. Rovers just inside the Toulouse half. Tom Holmes it will be with the kick. There's a bit of a collision there after the kick. That's, well, has that gone out on the full? It has gone out on the full. So the referee's going to bring that back to the 40-metre line. 1 or 2, and looking at the body language, Tom, of 1 or 2 of our boys, and they're not giving up the ghost, are they? But they certainly know that they've got to find something now and dig deep.
Yeah, that's it. We've been in situations before where it's similar to this. The York game probably will replicate that.
Yeah, Bradford last week, yeah.
Bradford, so still loads of time left.
Well, Hansen there has
he's just been, News just took a head knock there.
Yeah, he has.
He'll be leaving the field.
Yeah. But I also thought he took a boot there, mate, in all fairness.
It's not nice to see your teammates like that, so
No.
I wish the best for New here. Yeah, he could sell. I think he got his head in the wrong place when Hansen ran at him, and it just he trampled over him. And
well, another stoppage in play then. 12 minutes, well, 13 minutes left of this half, this second half. It's been entertaining, it's been gripping, it's been end to end. Both teams still very much in the arm wrestle. Neither one has really come out on top. The only real difference is the 10 points advantage that Toulouse have here at the Millennium Stadium. It is Featherstone 6, Toulouse 16. Stoppage in play as New Brown is going to go off for the head injury assessment. That is now standard. And
I don't think after I was seeing him then how he fell to the floor, I don't think he'll be returning back to the field. So I just think we need to be finishing better at the end of the sets.
Parada then will back into the action and come back into the tackling. Paolo then for Toulouse. As Featherstone muscling up now in defence again. A little kick over the top there. This is going to be a tester for Gareth Gale. Gareth Gale shouts it's mine.
Great
Hardcastle lets him have it. And great understanding between them two. As now Hardcastle it is with the ball. Hardcastle will take the run. And on a few occasions the ball has been spilt by Hardcastle, but manages to keep hold of it on that occasion. Again Toulouse all over him in the ruck. As Chris Wellham is absolutely clattered there by, I think it's Pelissier. As now the ball goes to the far stand side with Ferris. Eventually he's brought down to Harrison. Harrison will try and get a run. He will offload in the tackle to Parada. Parada is eventually wrapped up. Knew that the big men were coming in there. As a Toulouse player is hobbling back there in back play. So the kick over the top there, that is going to go to Sam Kell. And Sam Kell comes straight back up the middle of the park before eventually running into Junior Moores and James Lockwood. Now it's a turn of Harrison to muscle up with Jones and Lockwood again in there as they stop. As they stop Toulouse going forward here, and Harrison Hansen back on the field, placing Mitch Garbutt, takes a drive. Ford just using that experience of his now. He knows the clock is against Featherstone in one way, but you never say never in this game, as Ford will try and get his teammates on the attack. Featherstone's defence again to the fore. They're really working overtime, and this is when I've said before, I've said it in many games, Featherstone are at the dangerous when we are defending, as Toulouse will put the ball, kick that deep, and that's just the
let's go, boys.
Just the kind of thing that we wanted. The call now is, come on boys, let's lift it, let's raise our game, and it is Gareth Gale who will get us on the front foot. Gareth Gale plays the ball quickly, is wrapped up under the tackle. Parada tries to get some momentum now, and it is Josh Hardcastle. Josh Hardcastle, go on Josh!
Nice carry there by Hardcastle.
And he's still going forward, is Josh Hardcastle. He gets us to, what, a few metres away from his 40-metre line. That's James Harrison beats one, pushes off White there, and the ball is still alive as it goes through hands, and that is eventually spilled. The ball goes back, and Tom Holmes is being spoken to there by the referee, and I don't think the referee was happy with what Tom Holmes had to say to him there, because he certainly questioned that decision, didn't he? And again, it's just the small mistakes like that, Tom, that's again costing us.
Yeah, mate, you know, Holmes will be disappointed in that. It's a bit of, you know, dropping the ball, fair enough, it happens, but after that, just keep your mouth shut, don't say anything to the ref, I guess. And it's just we're just adding pressure to ourselves that we don't need.
Yeah, all the time.
We finished on a good set, we got the ball on we had 20-metre restart, and then we turned the ball away there from a player that I've never really seen us do before either, so it's pretty frustrating.
Well, Toulouse certainly trying to speed things up at the ruck here as they come deep into the Featherstone half. And it is Carella. Carella sells the dummy, goes through the gap there, sees the gap opening wide, tries to offload, but eventually Featherstone's defence wrap him up. And it is again a barrage, a constant barrage of attack from Toulouse. And it is Toulouse who now go for a drop goal. And that one goes straight between the uprights, and that is Gigot. So that makes the task that little bit harder. Well, it's getting a little bit tasty out there. Getting a little bit tasty out there, and you've got Joseph Paulo there, the number 17 of Toulouse, tapping his shoulder and gesturing to John Davis and Wellham and co.
Yeah, Tony Gigo's milking it there. He tends to do that when the team getting forward. He'll just do anything to slow it down, and he's done that. And Chris Wellham is the least aggressive bloke I've met. He's so calm and placid, so I don't think he did anything to him there. If it were JD, do it.
Different
on top,
story.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, there may be a case to answer to.
Yeah, but not Welly.
No, Jai Hitchcock's then with the ball for Toulouse. He's wrapped up by Callum Field. And again, we see this ploy of Toulouse.
Good shot, Lockie.
And Lockwood there is adjudged to have tackled. I think it's Remy Casti illegally, is it? Yeah, Remy Casti there.
Won't surprise me if we go for the 2 here as well.
Yeah. Just to... So, Tony Gigot then with the ball. He will kick to touch, puts that over the back of the Millennium Stand roof, and it will be Toulouse to restart just inside the Featherstone half, and they get to the 30-metre line very, very quickly before being snuffed out there as Lockwood is incensed. You can see that Lockwood now going for it with Ferris, and Callum Field in there as well, just helping out his 2 colleagues to stop Toulouse going anywhere, as the hooker Lloyd White takes a gallop from the ruck area, gets Toulouse to the 10 metres line, and now Paulo offloads in the tackle, and Paulo gets the ball to the supporting. Well, I think it's is it Remy Casti? We'll see here.
Remy Casti there under the sticks. Great play by, is it Paulo who's jumped in? He's jumped into an half-back role. He identifies what's in front of him, shows the outside, looks on the inside, shows it again, and a great offload for Casti on the stick.
Yeah. Well, I think 5 minutes on the clock. Featherstone 6, Toulouse now 21. A try from Casti.
We're in the last 5 minutes.
one or two fans in what's been a very, very big crowd here today at the Millennium start to drift off.
Yeah, hands in and things like that. And the scoreline and only 4 minutes to go. Let's do what we can to keep a lid on it. Yeah. Do those tackles if need be. One minute mark.
You know, them injuries that you get prior to the game as well, during the warm-up.
Yeah.
They have I'm not using this as an excuse, but...
No. Well, it's a loss, isn't it, Dagger, you know?
Especially as a full-back.
Yeah.
It is when you lose a full-back.
Yeah.
You know, Chris Wellham on the wing, I don't know if he's ever played on the wing. And then that shifts JD back into centre.
Yeah.
And Hawley then from wing to full-back as well, so just disrupts everything, and you practice all week training with that combination, so it is...
well, yeah, you'll have built...
Yeah, you make combos with certain players. You know, I'd play as a centre off of Hawley, I'd play different to I would to...
Well, short kick-off there, gets us the ball, gets the ball into the hands of Junior Moores. Junior Moores says, right, who's up for this? And Junior Moores will go forward, he'll take the tackle just over the 30-metre line, deep inside the Toulouse half. Hardcastle gets towards the 20. Hardcastle is brought down under a 2-3-man tackle there from Toulouse, third man helping out to eventually put Hardcastle down to the floor. Parada floats a ball across to Holmes. Holmes sends Harrison back on the opposite track. And that opens a gap up there for Parada. Parada's away. Parada, the magician. Oh, unlucky there, Dean Parada, as he saw the gap, he saw the line open, he saw the opposite number, Lloyd White, step out of the way, and Lloyd White eventually just managing to stop Parada in his tracks. As Toulouse slow everything down. But we are back underway. And Shamkel, who's had a quiet last 5 minutes.
Yeah, done a good job on him.
Yeah.
Done a good job on him, kept him quiet. Had his handle Vai. Vai's a big unit.
Yeah.
So he's done well.
Dixon now will...
It's just like you said before, Pete, touching back on this game. Is this going to define our season? No, it's not. It's a game that we'll learn a lot from.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing now, isn't it? It's the lesson.
Of course it is.
And how you build from this, mate. And yeah, you know, it's obviously a disappointing. Any defeat's disappointing. But as you say, it's not over.
No.
And there's a long way to go.
Of course there is.
And that bounce there, just wrong foot in Gareth Gale, and
he said it's touched his foot. Oh, that didn't touch his foot. It didn't touch his foot. That.
Well, the referee gives the ball back to.
It went. I think
Toulouse,
Gareth Gale went to trap the ball with his foot, and it's just bounced. His foot was too high for the ball, and it rolled under it. But he must have supersonic hearing, this ref. It didn't.
Well, the calls certainly haven't been very much in our favour today.
Good shot there by Holmes.
And it has been, even now, Tom, you know, it's still an arm wrestle, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't fault our boys.
No, the commitment and the strength and the passion that's been shown, you know, from start to finish, it's still there now. You know, look at this, muscling up in defence, just trying to stop anything that Toulouse have. As Casti goes forward, Casti drives towards the line, eventually brought down by Harrison and Ferris. And now a quick play of the ball. Where's that going? That is going to go, and the referee's going to say that's a knock-on, so that will see Toulouse get the ball back. As White there, just renewing his conversations with Parada. But here's Casti, the try scorer. 1 minute left then on the clock of this one. Featherstone 6, Toulouse 23.
Oh, Callum. Oh, go on, come on, Craig. Oh, yeah.
as Toulouse move the ball. Eventually, Callum Field comes in there to get the tackle in there as White tries to go towards the line himself. Runs at Craig Hall, and Craig Hall just he's still having a little tussle there, but I think that's something that Toulouse do, you know, trying to create a gap near the line as Parada, the magician, comes up with the ball, and Parada will sprint away there, and Parata is eventually tackled, and again back to one. Toulouse lie on, advantage lost. Junior Moores will run it forward, get the ball back into the hands of Connor Jones. Tom Holmes as a hooter sound in the background. Tom Holmes dances about, runs in, takes the tackle, and unfortunately the hooter goes with a final score here at the Millennium. Featherstone 6, Toulouse 23. A large crowd here today have witnessed a fantastic game of Championship Rugby League, and unfortunately it's just unlucky that the result's not gone our way. No. But you know, it's,
Pete, I'm sorry to interrupt you here, but yeah. I'm gonna head down and get off in changing rooms.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Yeah,
see what the boys are saying and see what gets said. You know, tough. I'm absolutely gutted, to be fair, but as I touched on, this doesn't define our season. We will learn from this. Yeah. We'll get back in training. We'll get back on the things that we need to learn and work on, and I'm sure at the back end of the year we'll be up there.
I'm sure it'll all be put right, Tom.
But I'm sorry, mate. Thank you. It's been a pleasure as always.
Yeah, as always, bud. Good to see you.
Catch you soon,
and I'll speak to you sometime, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, regards to the family, mate. Look after yourself.
Cheers, pal.
So, thanks to Tom Mims there for joining us on commentary today and stepping in. As we say, unfortunately, the result's not gone our way. It is a defeat in the league, the first defeat in the league of the season, and it is to, well, what can you say, the team that now, sit top of the division, and fortunate or unfortunate, as things may go, that's rugby league, but Featherstone have given everything here, and so have Toulouse. You can't take anything away, just the scoreboard, and little errors at times that cost us, small mistakes, but eventually they will catch you up against the team of Toulouse's class. So it's finished here. Featherstone 6, Toulouse 23. We'll be back next week when we have a trip to York, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken. And no, is it Batley? Oh well, I don't know, mate. I'm on my holidays. Every day is a away day for me. So thanks for tuning in. We hope you've enjoyed it. We're now going to go and try and catch up and get the reaction of James Webster and a few of the players on today's game. But thanks for tuning in. Enjoy your rugby league. We do.